Hey everybody, it's Mike Frieder here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. Today we're diving into CMMC Control AC.L2-3.1.7. Prevent non-privileged users from executing privileged functions and audit the execution of such functions, like a boss. So hey, if you're a defense contractor trying to avoid a security disaster where Bob in accounting somehow accidentally wipes out your entire server, you're in the right place. Here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, we've turned confused contractors in the defense industry into on-call compliance heroes who are ready for DFARS, NIST, and CMMC. Let's go. All right, folks, let's set the scene. Imagine you're handing car keys to a teenager who's never driven before and saying, "Good luck. Hope you don't hit anything. Hope you don't hit anything really important while you're at it." That's what happens when non-privileged users can execute privileged functions in your IT system. I'm not exactly sure if that's really what it's like. It might not quite be like that, but it's kind of like that. Yeah, just, don't screw up anything important. Maybe it is like that. All right, I'll roll with the example. Disk control is all about two big things. One, making sure only authorized, it's like 3 bullet points. Did it really say 2? It says 2 big things and then there's 3 bullet points. I can't make this up. I can make it up. Somebody makes up these scripts. I don't know who does it. Anyway, making sure only authorized users can run privileged commands so Bob in HR doesn't accidentally reconfigure your firewall. Logging anytime privileged functions are executed so you can track who did what. That's very important. And then let's break this control down into assessment objectives so you can pass your CMMC Level 2 audit and do it without breaking a sweat. I'm not going to kid you, when you're going through your audit, you're probably going to sweat profusely because it's intense. Very intense, which is why it's good to have us help you prepare. There's 3 bullet points. But there are 2 points. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't supposed to be a bullet point. Maybe somebody forgot to hit backspace or something. Anyway, I digress. Assessment objectives and how to solve them. Block non-privileged users from executing privileged functions. Documentation required. Access control policies. Clearly defines privileged versus non-privileged users. System configuration policy. Details how privileged functions are restricted. And privileged access list shows which users have elevated permissions and why. All of these things are really necessary documentation. Technical implementation. Use role-based access control, or RBAC, to limit privileged functions to authorized users. Man, if it starts to sound like the last couple of videos have been very, very similar, well, they kind of are, but they're still their own control. Configure group policies or GPOs in Windows to prevent standard users from running privileged commands. You can do that too. Disable command line access, PowerShell, command prompt, etc. for non-admin users. Again, there's no reason that a non-privileged user should even be able to get at PowerShell or command prompt. I can't think of any reason why they would need that. Now here's an example. A defense contractor once had an intern accidentally disable all user accounts. I don't know how they do these things, but you know what? You can do it. Like PowerShell, you can definitely do it, including their own. Because they had admin rights they should not have had. Because, they're an intern. Why would you give an intern, even an IT intern, full-blown admin access? They just don't need it. What's the solution? Lock it down, baby! Put them in jail! Ensure only authorized users can perform admin actions. Okay? Documentation required. System Security Plan, or SSP, describes how admin rights are controlled, and User Account Control, or UAC policy, defines how privileged escalation is handled. Next, periodic privileged account review logs show regular reviews of who has admin access. Technical implementation, restrict software installations to IT administrators only. Require admin approval for running system utilities, think task manager, registry editor, etc. And use privileged access management, or PAM tool, to grant temporary elevated access when needed. And I really mean when needed, not whenever you want. Now, here's a common pitfall. Some companies hand out admin rights to everyone just because it's easier. Then one day, someone accidentally deletes a crucial security setting, and boom, you're non-compliant and vulnerable to hackers. Yikes. Log and audit all privileged actions. Documentation is required. Audit logging policy defines what privileged actions are logged. Log review procedures detail how logs are reviewed and by whom. An incident response plan explains what happens if unauthorized privileged actions occur. Technical implementation. Enable Windows event logging or a security information and event management, or SIEM, solution to track admin actions. Set up alerts for unusual privileged activities like failed login attempts or unauthorized privilege escalation, and conduct monthly reviews of privileged access logs. Again, somebody should be looking at all of these logs. Real world example. A contractor once had an employee grant themselves admin privileges to fix a slow computer. Instead, they accidentally disabled security controls and left the system exposed while they were testing it, and they never put them back. Had logs been in place, they could have caught this immediately instead of finding out when their audit rolled around. Lesson learned, always log privileged actions. and it's a compliance control anyway. Final checklist to pass your CMMC audit. To pass CMMC Control AC.L2-3.1.7, you're going to need a documented policy restricting privileged functions, technical controls blocking non-privileged users from running admin tasks, and logging and monitoring of privileged actions, regular audits to catch any unauthorized privilege escalations, and, well, you might just need some help from on-call. If you're missing any of these, your CMMC assessment is going to be a rough ride. So again, if you're struggling, if you're beating your head against the wall, if you're thinking there's just no way I can possibly take on CMMC by myself, at On Call, we take defense contractors just like you who have had this DFARS, NIST, CMMC, ITAR, and EAR compliance headache dumped on them like a seagull on a sunny day. Turn them into on-call compliance heroes. That's what we do here. Need help? Compliance experts are always on call for you. Visit CMMCComplianceSecrets.com or check out the description below to get links that can help you right now. And if you love our content, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, make my day, and let us know in the comments what part of CMMC is making your head spin, because we love to read the comments, even the bad ones. You know what? Here's what I have to say. I love the haters. There are haters, plenty of haters out there, but at the end of the day, you know what I want to know? What have you done for free for the defense industrial base to help them pass this? Crickets. I love us some haters. Bring it on, baby. Hey, until the next compliance tip, my friends, stay safe and secure out there, and hit us in the comments below to let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance. And I'll see you on the next one.